Hey, good afternoon. Today I'm going to talk about how to stretch the pectoralis minor muscle group. And that pec minor muscle group is important because it's an important stabilizer of the shoulder. And tightness in the pec minor contributes to biomechanical abnormalities at the shoulder and shoulder dysfunction. If I have a tight pec minor, and I'm going to exaggerate here, my shoulder is pulled into a forward position. When I attempt to do an overhead reach, that becomes very restrictive because of that. If my pec minor is sufficiently long like it should be, now my shoulder blade, my scapula, is in a position that supports the shoulder much better, and I have full reach overhead. So that's why it's very important to stretch this muscle group. And this can be done against the wall or against the floor. I prefer to do it against the floor, and that's how I'm going to show it today. The main thing would be just a nice area on the floor. Get sufficient padding, firm padding, such that when you do lay down on the floor, that you feel a good contact with your shoulder and the floor. So in this case, I have some toweling here. I'm going to go ahead and stretch my right pec minor. So I'm going to lay down prone and get that shoulder right against the towel. And I'm going to put my hand in a position such that I feel an initial somewhat of a stretch already just from this start position. I can then enhance it by bringing the hand slightly up, and in effect trying to elongate the arm in the direction that my hand is pointing. So that should establish an anchor point where the one portion where the muscle originates is in effect anchored or locked down against the towel. The development of this stretch, the further augmentation of the stretch, comes from taking the other hand and doing, in essence, a partial half push-up, where you then rotate your body. So I'm going to push with my left hand, and that in effect rotates the body such that I get an additional stretch across the front part of the shoulder and deep into the rib cage. Keep in mind the pec minor attaches to the first 5 ribs, so you can feel it down as far as almost halfway down the rib cage. During this stretch, you might feel some slight tingling in the hand. That is not a cause for big concern, as long as when you come out of the stretch that tingling goes away. And you can also adjust the position of the hand if that becomes too intense. So that is the stretch for the pec minor muscle group.